most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Dan Tomaso.
Welcome in. A lot of wind here locally thanks to this front coming through, but it's really been the peak the last 2 hours or so, and I do believe now we're pushing past some of the strongest winds. But look at this earlier, 42-mile-per-hour gusts in Willow Hill, 41 in Mercersburg, 40 in Lewistown. Oftentimes these fronts come from very large low-pressure centers to our north, and this one was no exception. But this one may have set some records to our north in terms of how much the pressure fell in the center of the storm. But again, that's to our north. We didn't see the biggest impact from this area of low pressure. Instead, it's more just wind, maybe the occasional snow shower over the mountains for Mifflin, Juniata counties, but it is windy there, shaking the camera around. Windy here too at the John Wright restaurant, showing all the water moving downstream pretty quickly and looking choppy. Yesterday's high, 42 degrees. I think we'll be very close to that for today based on the numbers ahead of the front. So we were very mild ahead of the front. Now we're starting to see some relatively cool weather, but temperatures will hold in the middle to upper 30s today. Even the same sort of thing tonight. Middle to upper 30s, maybe at best near freezing for some of us, but it's going to be relatively mild because of the winds. Now, you would think with this front coming in from the north that this is going to be colder air, but instead, there's actually fairly moderate air to our north and not really that Arctic chill that we saw the last time coming from the Arctic. So it all depends on where the air is coming from. In this case, it's coming from a relatively mild source, even though it's to our north and northwest. But looking at our PrecisionCast forecast today, passing clouds, not a ton going on in terms of snow shower development. Tomorrow, the next front, the next clipper could produce a couple of snow showers, but tomorrow's windier than today. So if today kind of annoys you with how consistent the wind is, tomorrow's going to be stronger. You can see here on average about 10 to 15 miles per hour through the afternoon, a little bit weaker overnight, but then things kick back into gear with the next front. Winds to our west gusting over 40 miles per hour likely. During the afternoon hours tomorrow, look at that. Consistent winds 20 to 30 miles per hour. So be prepared for that. If you have any outdoor plans tomorrow, planning to work outside, it's going to be a challenge, that's for sure. And looking ahead to Friday, I mentioned this in the last half hour. I do think this is a rain event for us. The low is off to our southwest. We see this push in of moisture, and at least now we're looking at the potential of a ½ inch of rain, if not more. And we do need it here in the forecast. It's been relatively dry this month, already pushing forward to about a 2-inch deficit since the start of the year. So any rain's beneficial. After that, James, temperatures kind of take a dive after Friday. It'll be in the mid-40s during that rain, so kind of a chilly rain. But Saturday and Sunday back to the 30s. There could be a few snow showers around for Groundhog Day, but not talking about accumulating snow, and it could also mix with rain. After that, we could see numbers near 50 next week, and not just for one day. It looks like it extends into next week.
Well, that'll be a nice change.
It will definitely be a nice change, but gear up for the winds for today, but even more so tomorrow. You've been advised.
All right, you heard it right here, everybody. Dan said so, so
get ready. Got it.